What's up, guys? Finally,
After 8 weeks.
we are back. It's taken 3 years of changing bumpers, wheels, ride height, setup, everything to get it perfect, but I think finally, I've managed to get it done. In terms of looks, I genuinely can't think of anything I'd rather have done to this car right now. So I guess there's no point waiting any longer. Let's give you guys a walkthrough of everything that has been changed. And by the way, for you camera guys out there, hopefully you can tell we got some better quality now because finally we have a microphone, and I've also got a filter on here, which gives a pretty unique effect to lighting. I know it's unnecessary to have this much equipment just to make YouTube videos, but you know, I love the cinematics and making high quality videos, so I hope you guys enjoy it and appreciate it as well. It's kind of funny, when I went to the painters, I had a full A4 sheet of paper of just everything that I wanted done in detail, but they managed to pull it off, and I think it was worth it. I just got absolutely everything done that wasn't perfect. So essentially the whole front end has been redone. Of course, the biggest change is the GP Sports front bumper. You'll know that if you've seen my other videos. This took a fair bit of fiberglass work to get fitting perfect, but they've seriously done an awesome job. You'll also notice that my absolute butcher of a job has been fixed of cutting out these side vents to fit around these intercooler piping. I think the intercooler must just be mounted a bit far forward, but they've done a very good job, and yeah, it took a little bit of debating, but I think the way these cuts are done look the best and kind of keep that aggressive shape of the bumper. Also got this super neat Riv Nut number plate mount setup so that I can just take it off in 10 seconds, get some photos, whatever, and then just put it straight back on so it's legal. And there's absolutely nothing sticking out here, so you'd never know there was a mount there. So moving on, this is the fresh fender we put on, painted, and we also got the other side painted just so it's all mint. Current setup is tight, but because they're 17s, we got no rubbing, so these fenders should stay nice and clean. Headlights had a little bit of peel on the outer coating, so I got them sanded and cleared, so they are also now perfect. And we got the bonnet done, so literally that whole front half of the car is new paint. And if you got a keen eye, you'll notice there's no Silvia badge there anymore. Behind the badge there was a hole, as with all of the S15s, so that had to get welded up, and now you would never know it was there. Some may not like that because the S badge is pretty iconic, but I think it just looks super clean now. It's not just the outside of the bonnet that's redone though. I got the whole inside done in the exact same gloss as the outside of the car. So now when you're looking at the engine and you look up at the bonnet, you don't see that orangey kind of matte red look anymore. It just all flows real nice. This does remind me though, we are missing the most important piece out of this engine bay. I only had this off just to protect it because I knew the painters would have to take the front bumper on and off a lot. Bang. Much better. And apart from the front, we just got the side skirts all repaired because they were a fair bit damaged underneath. Painted, and the same with the rear bumper. So they look the same, but now they're just minty fresh. And that's it. So in terms of looks, this is peak. Like, it doesn't get better. It's just come from paint. Being this low, I'm gonna wreck it. Like, there's no way it's staying this perfect. And as much as I love the aesthetics of this, I think that maybe finally I'm gonna get some bigger tires. Probably not no stretch, still will be a bit of stretch, but I wouldn't mind getting it raised a little bit because it's definitely too low to be able to drive to its full potential. So yeah, I'd like to get a little bit more meat on there and then possibly start doing some track days and things like that. I've got some fresh rotors and pads ready to go for this thing. With the amount of time and money I put into this engine, it definitely seems to be a bit of a waste just to use it for giving it little hits here and there around the street. Like, I do love motorsport, and I'd love to start doing some track days. Not sure if I want to drift it. I think that's a lot harder on the car than probably track days. Higher risk of damaging it at least. But with the new brakes, a little bit more meat on the tires, raise it a little bit. Not monster truck spec or anything. It's still going to be low, but just enough that I can get around a track at some decent speed. I think this thing would be a weapon, and I'd have a lot of fun driving it to its full potential, like, you know, what it was designed for. Definitely will be a bit of a sacrifice in terms of looks, but I think, like, as I said before, this is peak. It doesn't get any better. So I think I've had my fun with just constantly trying to improve it and getting it to this point, and now I'm just gonna start using it in a different way. I think experiences are important, and getting the car to this point has taught me a lot. It's been really fun. But now that it's kind of here and there's nothing left to do, like, it's just, I can cruise it around the streets, and that's about it, unfortunately. It's simply too low to enjoy in the mountains or anything like that. Definitely not on the track. So I think that setting it up to be more drivable will just open up a whole new realm of possibilities. Side note, this steering wheel, I'm not too sure if I love the Alcantara. I think it'd be good with gloves, grip wise, but I'm not sure that I love the feel just for everyday driving. So as much as I love this wheel, like, this is beautiful. I think I'm gonna get myself a leather Nardi or something that's just simple. I think that's better in terms of a steering wheel. Anyways, that about wraps up this video. The car is literally perfect, except for one, I guess you could call it two things, which I've been waiting on to come from Japan for months and months. But a couple days ago, I got the message that they are in Australia. They've cleared customs, and I should have them next week. So there is that to look forward to. Could call it the last major mod. It's not the rotors and pads. I'm not including that as a real mod, but it's a very cool one, which I'm excited for. I won't tell you where on the car it is, because that'll just give it away straight away, but it will be very cool, and hopefully the video should be up in about a week. I say this every time, but thank you seriously everyone for watching. The growth is slow, but I mean, it's there, so I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep pushing videos, and I hope you guys stay along for the ride. We are so close to 2K subscribers, so if you haven't already, please hit that button. And if you do, I will see you back here very soon for the next one. Cheers.